Hello, welcome back to Wildsunne Art Studio. My name is Robinsunne, and today we are going to talk about making a little mini art kit. I was at an airport and I got these because I hadn't had a chance to brush my teeth. That's not really a workable plan, but they tasted okay, so it was all right. And as I was looking at my little can, I thought, wouldn't this be really fun if I could turn it into a miniature art resource to throw in my coat pocket or something, and then if I ever wanted to not be bored while I was waiting for somebody or something like that, then I could pull out my little mini kit, and it was so mini that it wouldn't be too bulky in my purse or my pocket or my bag or something. So I went to our local Rennie's store, which is kind of an odd lot store, and I was looking at little boxes that you can get to put a gift card in. You know, so there are little indentations there, and yeah, so I tried this one, and where did I put it? I think it's, well, anyway, my little scissors didn't fit, like I couldn't get the top on. So I thought, well, that's not tremendously workable. Plus, there's this and the glitter, and I wish I'd thought about that beforehand. I've been getting little glitters all over everything. So I decided not so much with this box. And then I found this box, which is so cute. I love it. It has a little magnetic closure right there. So I loved it, and it was very cute. Then I came home, and I have this little teeny tiny tacky glue and a not particularly big double-sided tape. So I thought, oh, I could work with that. But once these things are in, then I tried putting little scissors in there, and unless you get those, you know, like dollar scissors that are teeny tiny, and I would be frustrated if I was trying to cut through cardstock or something with that. So I thought there isn't a lot of room for materials. Of course, I could only have one of them, and then that would work, but the scissors don't fit pretty well. I love this box, and I really want to cover it in something else so I can use it for the rest of the year. And I'm going to, because I really like this box. So that kind of worked. And then I found a little kit that had a couple of little jewelry boxes. This is actually quite thin. Not sure it would last very long in the bottom of a bag or a backpack or something. But I did get the idea that instead of using double-sided tape, which is great, I like this a lot. It doesn't wrinkle the paper. You can get something down on a little journal or something, or tacky glue even. But both of these are, you know, in terms of width, kind of big, and the tacky glue is actually pretty long, although it would fit in here anyway. Let's make that so you can see it. Oops. Anyway, it occurred to me that I could use washi tape. I could have washi tape in here. That's so much smaller. And here's a little pair of scissors. They called them embroidery scissors. They cost $1.50. They're pretty long, which could be a thing. The thing that's great about this box is that I could bring along with me a wonderful micron pen. I could do a couple of colored pencils or fancy pens of one sort or another, a regular pencil. So that's great about this. And actually, well, no, the tape is it bulges the box, so that doesn't work. That glue would work, and I could still get those scissors in, and I could still get the washi tape in. And then there's the question of having some sort of a little journal that would fit in. So this is workable. I think this necklace box is not a bad idea for a little mini kit. And then I found, this very, very cute trio of little elastic envelope things. So, of course, they're so skinny that glue stick or tape or anything but the skinniest of washies wouldn't fit in there. Now, scissors will fit. So that's totally cool. So there, we have everything in there except for some manner of adhesive. And the truth is, I could carry a glue stick or a little bit of glue separately. Or if I had really skinny washi, that would fit in there too. So these are kind of workable. I mean, I think the tricky thing is we need something that will fit the scissors. And a nice thing would be to have a little journal. And this is just a pamphlet stitch journal. To have enough space for a little journal and a bunch of colored papers. Let go. So there are a whole bunch of papers. So I could have a lot of fun filling this journal, 10 minutes here, 5 minutes there. So I am deeming this particular, come you beast, this particular box a success. Plus it says peace, love, joy on it. So what's not to like about that? So this long box is a success. That fits all kinds of stuff. Not all at the same time, and this fits everything except some manner of adhesive, unless I decided that a little skinny washi tape could fit the depth there. Washi doesn't have a lot of stick, and so in my mind, washi is problematic for being the only adhesive object. Yeah, and then there's the whole pens and pencils thing. Most of these boxes are too small for that, but I always walk around with pens in my pocket, so that's not too big of a deal. Let's put these here so you can still see them. Here was another little box. I like this because it's big and sturdy. And again, let's see, would this washi tape work? This washi is actually too wide for the, can you see? You can see a little bit of it right there. So that wouldn't work, but it's plenty big enough for those scissors. Although my other better little pair of scissors, it wouldn't fit. So we have a problem with an adhesive for this, but it would have plenty of room for a little journal-y thing. Not that I'd put that in there. You get it. So let's put this back in here. I think this is another box that's doesn't quite work. It's not quite deep enough there. Okay, so we have two maybes. And a bunch of things that didn't work. Oh, and we also have this one, which I just like because I like it. So I'll fill it up with something. Although it is kind of chunky, right? I mean, that's only if you're definitely taking some big bag full of stuff with you. This box is metal, and I like it a lot. This is definitely Christmassy, so I'm thinking I will repaint it or something for the rest of the year. There we go. And this little tin is big enough to hold an envelope with a little folded card in it, so I could decorate that and figure out who gets that. There's plenty of space for little tags and hearts and extra pieces of paper, so that's fab. And here are four little washies, which aren't very thick, and so that would fit. I wonder if this would fit. Yeah, actually that one would fit too. Although my problem with the fact that these don't stick very well. So it'd be way fun to play with. This is the pair of scissors that I love the most. I know you've seen me cutting paper cuts with these. I like them. They're really, the blade is so short that I can get a lot of power going, and they're new enough so that the blades are actually sharp, which is totally cool. So you saw the little journal I had in here. Just a pamphlet journal. I think there are 4 pages folded in half. So this would fit in here too, plus all the little extra cardstocks. I also made a little, these were some cutoffs, and I made a book that has fold-out pages. This would be very thrilling to cut out little pieces and glue them in and have fun. So again, we're back to, maybe I could just carry this separately, which is a little beside the point. However, it's workable. I also have some little brads. I don't know if you can see, little teeny tiny brads, and some paper clips and more cardstock. So this is a very good plan, especially because it fits these scissors that I like so much. They're not like the $1.50 scissors. So I think they would actually be helpful for me for longer. And I don't even have to be very neat about cramming stuff back in. So I think I'm going to end up telling you that this size box, hey, I wonder how much it is. I mean, how big it is. So it looks to be sort of kind of 9 centimeters or 3.5 inches-ish. But, oh, I'm so sorry I hit the stand wrong way. By 5 1/4, 3 by 5 1/4, or what did we do here? 9 by 13 centimeters. So that gives you a general idea of a little box that would fit these Fiskars, which have to be available everywhere. I think I bought them at one of those great, huge, ginormous box stores. So I'm thinking that they would be available pretty much anywhere. And if you couldn't find them anywhere, you could locally, you could go online to, Amazon or something. So I like that. And then carrying maybe a glue stick, because the cap's probably not going to come off, and if, horrifying thought, it did, liquid glue would spill and make a puddle, and that would be horrendous. The top of this glue, you know what I could do is I could always travel with it pulled way down so that if a cap wouldn't come off. So I like this combination a lot. It has favorite scissors, lots of paper, room for extra little things like paper clips and brads and fun stuff. So I like this the best. And while I was working on all of these great ideas for a paper project, it also occurred to me that I love to sew. This is a much smaller, little tin, but it's tin, so I like that about it very much. And inside here is embroidery. So there's plenty of room for 2 skeins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 layers, a stack of 7 pieces of felt. So that's a lot. I mean, you could make a lot of stuff with this. There's a little magnet right there, which is holding 2 embroidery needles. My thimble is too thick. My thimble didn't fit. And what was the other thing? Oh, and there aren't scissors in here. Now, this pair of scissors would totally fit. Well, I think so. Actually, I don't know. I haven't tried this. May your days be merry and bright. I might paint that over, or I live in Maine. The plaid's kind of a good thing. Yeah, there's a little leeway. However, I could put a hair tie, really, an elastic or a ribbon or something around this. And the only thing I would have to carry is my thimble, although this is a plan for being on the go. So I probably wouldn't, like if I wanted to take if I was going to have an hour or something and I knew I was going to have to sit waiting for somebody for an hour, then I would just take, like a big bag full of whatever project. So I probably wouldn't even need this. It's not like my finger would get all tired and poked out by then. Okay, so I like this idea. We will put that away. The only thing that this doesn't have right here, right now, are drawing implements. So there's that. However, I rarely walk out of the house without a pen in my pocket. So at least I would have 1 pen on me already. And there isn't room for this, but I feel okay about carrying that separately. And this little kit has plenty of stuff that would keep me highly entertained for actually hours in this little teeny tiny pocket. So this was my research, and this is what I figured out. A little bit bigger one for paper stuff, maybe almost entirely because I like these paper scissors. And a little bit smaller one if I'm willing to use the smaller scissors. So, thank you for your company. And may you have lots of really fun travels and exciting places to go, even if where you're going is mostly a place in your dreams. It all counts as a good thing. So, many blessings to you, and I will see you next time. Bye.